Post-match interview here at MK Irish following tonight's 3-1 victory. Dave must be delighted with the fact that we're 2 from 2. Saturday we probably didn't play well and got the victory. Tonight, despite the fact that we were assisted by the fact that they went down to 10 men in the first half, we still played very, very well and probably, on balance, probably deserved to win the game anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I said at half time, I thought with the ball, I thought it was excellent. Without at times, we weren't so good, which I felt we sorted out second half. But yeah, sort of chalk and cheese, because Saturday we were really poor. No fluency, no energy, but found a way to get a result. And tonight, the biggest, fight in the first half we've had, a lot of opportunities and haven't taken them. Goalkeeper made 2 or 3 great saves, but at the same time we've also ran lots of them straight at him rather than having a bit of composure and rolling in the corner. And then look, I haven't seen the VO. I've just spoken to Shrewsbury, and he said he's seen it and he feels it was, it wasn't a sending off. Look, I don't know. As I said to him, in my eyes, I've got no chance. But whether it's a slice of luck, I don't know. But we get the penalty, or we equalise on penalty, and which I think was the minimum we deserved, and not, I thought was really good. And we come in and had, sorting them out a bit at half time. And second half, I thought that it's against 10 men, but I thought for sort of 30 minutes we were excellent. Raf gets a fully deserved goal. I thought he was excellent today, and then the good news, he was able to bring Alex on, and again, if you're talking about some bit of composure, he was, and I think we got what we deserved in the end, albeit, because we don't get the third earlier, we're always living a little bit on our nerves, and the longer it goes on at 2-1, then obviously they feel they've still got a chance, which they had, and they cause us some.
I was going to say, let's give them some credit as well. They may have gone down to 10 men, but they far from stuck everybody behind the ball, did they? No,
I think they put players behind the ball when it happened in the first half, just to get their composure and that. But second half, they just grew and grew, and they become a right problem to us. It's one of those, isn't it? We had the lion's share of possession, but if you don't stick a ball in the net, then eventually that side with 10 will grow in confidence. They've got nothing to lose at 2-1, and I thought they played some great stuff in that period. And I've just spoken to several of them. They'll be a good side. A bit like us. We got promoted, probably the same as them. We had a great season.
It takes a while to find your feet at this level, doesn't it?
Yeah, Skipple and you will know more, but we went, I don't know, a month or 2 before we got our first points at this level. I think they'll be quicker. Because they are a good side, but they'll learn quite quickly. They've got good guys in charge, and don't think long before they get points. We may be today that we've got quite lucky in terms of, the decision goes our way. We played good stuff when they had 11. By the way, Skip said at our time we thought we played better against 11 against 10, but we. I think we deserve the result, but they've got some good players. I just said upstairs again to Shrewsbury, said, I'll have 3 or 4 of them if you don't want them. I thought some of them were outstanding.
Agreed. Skip, we spoke before we came on about maybe if we can just find that ruthless streak in front of the goal, but if you look at it from the flip side, we've scored 5 goals in 2 games without being ruthless, so there is improvement in front of goal, but imagine what we could achieve if we do find that ruthless streak in front of goal.
Yeah, last year we went for a period of time where we weren't creating any chances, and we were literally surviving off set pieces and a bit of luck and a breakaway goal here and there. So, yeah, it's a good place to be, the amount of chances we are creating, and what you're hoping for is that we can score one earlier just to settle us down, but you could feel as the chances were coming, their keeper was outstanding, he was producing great saves, and then of course what happens is you start snatching at them, and there's two that stand out really where we've gone one-on-one, and it literally is just take your time and pick a corner, but you put your foot through it. That's more in hope or desperation. But yeah, I'd rather be sitting there talking about we've scored 5 and we could have had a hatful more, rather than we are not creating anything at all. So let's not get silly. It's in a month's time where we could be sitting here winning a game or drawing a game 1-0 and create just that one chance and be woeful. So happy with the overall.
Excellent stuff. A mention for Raf as well. Dave just touched on it a minute ago with regards to his performance tonight. It was his first start. He's been on the bench, had to be patient the first few games. He was outstanding tonight and thoroughly deserved to go.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's one of the lads. There's 4 or 5 of them. They went on holiday at the wrong time. So I think he missed the last 2-3 pre-season friendlies and came back 3 days before the first competitive game. So again, he's had to bide his time. I mean, before he went on holiday, he was playing well in the friendlies, and he done well for us last year. He picked up a couple of injuries. One, I think, dislocated his shoulder that put him back. But his work rate, his pace, his desire, and he scores goals. So again, he's got the second, which is the one that settled us down. But I thought he was outstanding. But there's other players as well. Billy was another one who went on holiday at the wrong time and suddenly finds himself on the bench when he was last season finishing the season. So, but it's one of those. They'll get their chances. He's started tonight, and yeah, I don't know who got man of the match, but I think there's 4 or 5 names, and he would have been in the hat for a chance. Yeah,
so certainly excellent competition for places at the moment. Dave, obviously great to see Alex back. We've got no game on Saturday with us being out of the FA Cup, but is that maybe a blessing in disguise because it allows obviously Alex a bit more time to fully recover from his injury, and we've still got Rio to come back as well?
Yeah, I think it's perfect, really. Not that we planned it, I'd rather be playing the FA Cup, but you're dead right. We'll give it. Alex will have 2 training sessions next week. I think Rio will be ready for the Saturday as well. He's improving daily. So look, the squad's coming together quite nicely, if I'm honest with you. We've still got 1 or 2 guys that are still to come back. But yeah, we said at the start we were pleased with this season with the lads that come training. We didn't pre-season. We didn't have the normal where we've had to sort of sift through, some players that are not this level. This season we had real problems. There's a couple that we've not signed who I think would be great additions. So we're kind of in that situation at the moment, but. Look, real pleased. Now we've got to just try to not pick up some injuries. Charlie tonight felt a little bit of tightness. We got him off. I think he'll be fine. They're all playing well, and the good thing is, of course, because we've been lucky enough to start the season with 2 wins, they're all desperate to be in it, and they know if they can get it and play, they ain't going to come out. That's the good thing. We've always been quite fair like that. We don't bring start players, win a game, and then just drop them. There's normally a reason for us doing things, and because we have to keep the squad going. We're not able to be like some of the bigger clubs. We have to look after everybody, which I think is what we'll do.
Excellent stuff. The reserves got friendly on Saturday, so we've got no game first team wise. But will you look to get a few of them involved? Maybe lacked a few minutes over the last couple of games.
Yeah, there's a couple that are going to go and have some minutes for reserves on Saturday, so that'll get them 90 minutes they need. And depending on, I'll have a look at where the FA Cup games are, but we'll get to have a look at them and either pick a game there or I'll go and watch the reserves. And have a look at the 2 lads getting some runs out. So.
Okay, superb stuff. Well, it's been after the disappointment of going out the FA Cup, it's been great to bounce back with 2 straight wins from the opening 2 games of the league season. We're not in action again until the 23rd when we are at home to Enfield, and then it's obviously a busy bank holiday weekend when we're away at Biggleswade Town on the bank holiday Monday. So enjoy your little rest, gents, and we will go again a week on Saturday.
Thank you.